Park to check out the fall leaves, and let me pan this up. Now I am filming this in 4K, so I don't know if you can see it in 4K. I don't know if changing your cog to 4K will help. So this phone, I'm still learning it, and won't even drop all their leaves. And I'm going to try and get out across the lake today if possible and do some filming out there for my channel. They got that Japanese garden out there, and I want to film that instead of going live, because I know I won't have a good signal going live stream out there. So it is what it is in this town. But as you can see, I actually had it on ultra wide so you could see it, but you could see my gimbal. I'll put it in ultra wide and you'll see what I'm talking about. You can see the arm of my gimbal. So this is ultra wide, and good morning, Jason. So this is ultra wide on the iPhone 13 Pro, and I am in 4K filming this, but I took it off of ultra wide because it was kind of moving funny. And well, even Debbie's watching me. So yeah. So does everybody like the ultra wide, or do you like that? I mean, there's a lot of trees that are starting to change. It's still going to take a few weeks for them to fully change and start falling off. If they're, some of them are starting to fall. It is a chilly day. I don't know what the temperature is. It's probably, 40 some to 50 degrees out. Go off the well, good. I'm glad it's really clear. But I had a microphone hooked up to this, but I would have had very little attached to my gimbal, so I was afraid it was going to fall off and it wouldn't balance properly. So yeah. But this field here, if I can focus or get the gimbal to do right, this is used as a soccer field and a baseball field. Now back in the 70s and the 80s, this whole area was used, and I'm sure my microphone, I'm not sure where the microphone is, but this whole area was used as a fair towards the end of the school year. One of the hospitals would put on a fair. And I wanted to hook up a microphone to this because of the wind. And I wonder if I would have took this the other direction, instead of having the plug-in where it is, if it would have worked. So I hope the wind's not too much. I'm sure it probably is because I'm walking right into it, and I was hoping it wasn't going to be windy today. If I can get this thing to work properly. There we go. So I'll put this back on ultra wide. That's ultra wide right there. As you can see, it's a dreary day today, and I know as soon as I come out here in this field, it's really going to pick up the wind sound. But this should look really good. It's in 4K and an ultra wide lens. So far, I've been pretty happy with this phone. Except for I still get crappy reception in the basement of my job. We're going to take a shortcut over here to Dreamland Lake. I don't expect too many people to show up. I guess I go live at a wrong time. Is it buffering? Oh, darn it. You know, usually I have really good reception because if I could see it in here. I'm going to take this off. So if you see right there is the tower. So that's why I come here a lot, because it should be in really good reception over here since I'm just like right next to the tower. So I hope no one else is experiencing problems on their end. There's some pretty colors right there. We used to come over here when I was a kid, and we would slide down this hill during the winter time. I haven't done that in years. Let me get up here. I know this wind is probably really blowing in this microphone. But I wanted to come up here for a moment. This stuff here has been here for as long as I can remember. There's one right there. I guess it all depends on the tree, but yeah. There you go. Boom. No, but these things have been here for a very, very long time. And up here, 1861 to 1865. And this is all the names of the people who died. During that time. Of course, I don't know if these things were made to actually work, or they're just to look at. You can use your imagination of what that looks like. This is the birthplace of the Grand Army, the Republic at Decatur, April 6, 1866. So that's what that's put up there for. But I was really hoping it wasn't going to be windy today. Going crazy here. I gotta get out of this wind because I know it's gotta be hard on your ears. Off that hill and come down here where it's less windy. See, the sun is trying to pop out. As you can see, there's some blue sky. I used to come here and fish a lot. I've taken the kids here and fish, and they've caught a couple of little fishes. And I think back in the early 1900s, there used to be a bridge that went across this. And we used to have really cold winters, and this used to freeze, and they would skate on it in the wintertime. But our winters aren't that cold anymore. And there used to be a little duck house down there, but they took it out. Apparently the park's not doing a very good job of keeping up with things. that house used to sit right there. I'll stick this on ultra wide. There's an ultra wide view. I'm standing on that little bridge at the end of this. I'm going to try and not talk too much in this so you can kind of enjoy the sounds. I'm going to walk us over here to the Milliken area, even though I have, let's take a walk through Fairview Park, which I kind of did. Not all of it, but it was more to look at the leaves and check out the fall colors. And as you can see, the clouds are kind of breaking up a bit. It has warmed up a little since I started doing this. I just wish the wind would die down some more. Take this off of ultra wide. There we go. Somebody playing some loud music off in the distance. I don't know if it's coming from Milligan University or where it's coming from. But I hope everything's still looking good. Filming in 4K, I'm sure it's probably going to take a little bit for it to process. I am using the app live now, so I don't know if it's allowing you to watch it in 4K. Or even YouTube watch it in 4K, but I'm filming it in 4K. It actually kind of sounds like it's coming from their football field. Well, we're going to turn right up here and walk through this neighborhood where these old big houses are. I'm going to stick this on ultra wide so you can see on both sides, and maybe you can see these houses better. Yeah, that's coming from their football field. don't know if you can hear that. I hope I don't get a shot on my channel, even though it won't count yet until I'm monetized. It looks like this house here is for sale. Well, we're going to come down here to the end of the street and then take a left and go walk through Milliken. Hopefully they'll just think I'm a student. Not that I'm really kind of trespassing. There's no trespassing signs on their property, so. That's a pretty house there. This place here, to my right, this is a sorority. So hopefully I won't get too much wind noise walking out here. You know, I figured this battery would last a little longer than my old phone, but so far it seems like it's about the same, because I started at 90-some% and I'm down to 67%. And I've only been at this for about 35 minutes. know that wind's probably got to be hitting that microphone. It just seems like not too many leaves are changing over here yet. This building ahead of us, this one's it's actually been redone. It's been there quite a while, but that front part of it, they redid it. Now I understand, I don't know if they still do it, but they probably do. If you own if you have a public library card, then you're allowed to come over here and use their library. I've done it before, back in the past. Take a walk through Milliken. It's an expensive college. It's a small college, but it's an expensive one. So if you've never seen this college before, you're going to see it for the first time. I think I do still have it on ultra wide so you can kind of see more. Now that building straight ahead, that is a new building that they just built. I'm not quite sure what it's there for. And if the wind gets too much, you'll just have to turn your volume down. But it is a pretty cool building. They hold a lot of concerts at this building right here. This is the back of Schilling Hall. Pretty cool architecture, I think. I'm gonna do the telephoto lens so you can kind of see it. Oop, if I can get the camera right. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, hello, Lynn Singer. Welcome. I am filming this in 4K. I don't know if you could see it in 4K, but I'm standing at Milliken University. This is Schilling Hall right here. This is a new building that they just built. I'm not sure what they call it. We'll go around the front and check it out. They got something going on at the football field, so that's the music that you're hearing. And I've never seen this volleyball net here before. That's pretty cool. Now this building right here, this building is supposed to be haunted. This used to be their old gymnasium when this college was first built. And this building is supposed to be haunted. When the Civil War was going on, this whole grounds was a barracks for the troops, and this building was used during the Civil War. Okay, this is the Center for Theater and Dance, is what this building here. I don't know if I took this down to regular or to ultra, so I'm gonna put it in ultra wide. Okay, it's in ultra wide, so what it would normally look like, and then I'm gonna put it in wide. So this is ultra wide, so you could get a better perspective. But this building's been here a very long time, so I'm really surprised they kept it, to be honest with you. And then this building over here is where they house the students, or one of the places they house the students. I think this is where the freshmen live, is in that building right there. And then so is that building right there is another place where they house the students. But I'm not going to get too close up there because of the music. And I don't know what's going on up there right now, so. Well, I'm glad it does look great in 4K, so I thought I would try the 4K because normally I just have it in HD, and I thought maybe that was an automatic 1080p, but when I play it back, it just plays back in 720 or something like that. So I'm hoping that YouTube plays us back in 4K. I hope this music doesn't hurt me, and I have a feeling it's going to. But they got a group of new people being shown around, and yeah. This is Millikan University that we're looking at. I'll wait for this crew of people to walk past, and then we'll head up these stairs. And hopefully the wind noise isn't too bad. But I started in Fairview Park just to show the leaves, and I thought, well, I'll just come over here to Millikan and check this out. So, and then there you are with Schilling Hall again. We'll go to the front of that. And they just finished not too long ago building this building. It's the Center for Theater and Dance, which is really cool. And I think this is all new here too. This was kind of donated by the class of 2015. It's kind of neat. Yeah, this is two dormitories right here. These have been here a long time. I think this is where they house the freshmen. Maybe the sophomores are here. I've actually been in this building here. I had to come here one time for a job interview because I was going to work for, I think it was Aramark, because they're the ones that take care of this grounds. And I didn't get hired, of course, but. And then this building here, that is a frat, and then that's more housing that they built for students. Well, you may not have an idea what it is, but YouTube does. So apparently they have some kind of a device hooked up in their system that picks up music that knows if something is copyrighted. But I think what they'll do is they'll just send me something that, oh, there was copyright music in your live stream. Either I'd have to cut it out, or they will mute it as the video people see it. So, and I think they did that once before. I filmed a Christmas parade. And how was I supposed to know that the music they were playing for Christmas was copyrighted, and that portion of the film they silenced? So yeah. So this is the front of Schilling Hall. So this would be the front. I actually wish they kind of trimmed these trees up a little bit so you could see the front of that. But yeah, kind of reminds me of some of the buildings in England. And I watch a lot of videos of a guy who sits in a bus in England and in London, and he films his bus ride. And of course there's a statue of Abraham Lincoln. Here comes the wind. And there's another tree that's changing right there. It says that at 21 I came to Illinois. So yeah, pretty cool. And then here's another one right here, another fraternity. And back in the 1980s, these were kind of like Animal House. They had a lot of parties here back in the 80s, and they pretty much stopped all that for as far as I know. So we're gonna walk back to Fairview Park. My phone's down to 58% now on the battery, and it could be going fast because I'm doing this in 4K. But the neat feature of this phone is they have what they call True Tone. So if you're inside a dark area, the phone tones down in brightness, so that way you don't have some bright light in your face. But when you go outside into the bright light, it brightens up. Yeah, I heard about that they copyrighted Happy Birthday. It's just sad. That shouldn't be something that should be copyrighted. It's a universal thing throughout the world. I don't think not one religious song should be copyrighted. I think anybody should be able to use any religious song, especially if it's an old song. I mean, I can see stuff today, people are writing in their bands, but I mean old stuff, old hymns, none of that should be copyrighted. So you'll see this intersection here a lot in my videos, like my driving videos, because if you head straight you'll go to the other building that I work at. And this is the west end of town, and that building right there, that's another fraternity, and that one actually caught on fire, and I think a couple of kids had passed away from that fire. That's the price you pay for partying. And I know the wind's probably hitting the microphone. I'm sorry about that, folks. I can't do anything about it. But that's pretty much Milliken right there. It's not a very big campus. It is expensive to go here. I don't know what the tuition is now. It used to be about $10,000 a semester, and it may be more than that now. So it could be $20,000. I have no idea. So. Got at the Scoville Science Hall right there. It's the Tabor School of Business. So if you want to go in for business, then you apparently will go to this building here. And then this one with the glass, that's, I think, their science building. And if you look at the top, since we get past this tree, you'll see a telescope dome up there, providing you're not hit by the wind too much. So there's your dome right there, and a pretty tree right there. But we're gonna head back to my truck. 52 minutes. 52 minutes in. I had to go to the bank earlier and I didn't accomplish anything, so I'm gonna have to take care of it over the phone, what I gotta do. I have no idea how many attend there, but this here is a sorority house here, and this one here is a sorority house. And off in the distance over there is where the football field is. They totally redid their football field. And I'm sure they don't like the fact there's a cemetery right next to it, or they'd have all kinds of stuff built there. You really can't tell what the music is anyway. It just sounds all like rap or something, and it's all racketing, so hopefully YouTube can't pick that up. Wow. Yeah, there's still a lot of green on the trees, and after tomorrow it's going to get really cold here, so the highs are going to be in the 40s and the lows are going to be in the 30s and 20s, and I think that's going to go on for like a week or two, and then they said it's going to warm up again and probably get cold, so I'm sure we'll be on a roller coaster ride like we normally are anymore. I was just really surprised on my birthday in January that we had that 6 inches or whatever it was of snow, and that was the first snowfall of the year. It was on my birthday, so it didn't last too long. We usually get a couple of big snowfalls and then some ice, and that's about it. So it's not like it used to be. But as you can see, all these nice houses over here, they're all different. You got some leaves changing, some of them aren't. And yeah, this house right here is supposed to have a swimming pool inside, and they also got a library in there. This is where the Staleys used to live, or one of the Staley families used to live in here. I don't know if they still own it or not, but the Staleys is a manufacturing company which is now Tate & Lyle, and there's also another mansion of a home off that direction that's bigger than this one that was owned by the Staleys, and which I don't know if they own that either. So, and of course, things like that I wish they would cut down. There's my truck. So I'm gonna come over here to this park bench and pop a squat. This cold weather's making my nose run. set you down right here and turn you around. I hope. There we go. I had a mask and I put it in my pocket of my coat, and I reached in to check it and I lost it, so the wind must have blew it away or something. Yeah, so I don't know how many people are there. Yeah, okay, well, thanks for telling me that. I don't know. So I'm sure it used to be a lot of people in the past, but yeah, a lot of kids today either don't want to go to school or they feel they don't need it. But you know, everybody's wanting to stay home and just collect unemployment instead of work. So, and that's hurting this country. They're all looking for truck drivers now so we can get our supplies. But the bad thing about that is with California laws, only certain trucks can now go into California, and so that's hurting the economy by Newsom doing that. And they need to let any of these semi trucks go in there and get the stuff and get it out, and or get it on them trains and get it out of there or something. So, but yeah, that's what's going on here right now. It's a little chilly. It's actually warmed up since I started, and I'm gonna have to take this jacket off because now I'm getting hot. But it's kind of a dreary day, as you saw, and a little bit of blue sky appearing here and there. And but yeah, me and Davey's got to go to the store when I get home, and I got to get gas yet in my truck. This is the Pay Friday where I'm busy the most. So I thought I'd get this live stream in and show everybody what's going on towards the end of October. Tomorrow's Halloween, so happy Halloween, everybody. And until next time, I thank each and every one of you. If you're showing up, please like and subscribe if you aren't already subscribed. And I will try to get some new videos out. I want to go across the lake and film that Japanese garden, so be watching for that. And in fact, I was supposed to live stream today there, but I was afraid I wouldn't get a signal, so I'm just gonna film it so I can have more of that on my channel than live stream.